is so heavy laden, it's almost under the water. Talk about full. I should figure out what shape that back bump is. It's like a square and a rectangle. Unbelievable how full it must be to be so low. It's 10 in the morning here. Just woke up. I guess the time changed yesterday, so. Let's see, and meanwhile, well, that one is so heavy going up to Germany. This one is, I don't know, you see the crane on it? Big long crane for emptying whatever's in it. And that other one going by the Delta Hotel is up higher. That red one is still over there. And it's passing this one that the tugs put there yesterday. You really can't see it today, can you? Just a long line. Almost underwater. Wonder if it'll come back today. It's probably going to stay a while it unloads. Well, good morning. So it's morning here. I had so many dreams last night. I guess it's because it's 10 o'clock and I slept in. I dreamed. Oh, I had so many dreams. One part of the dream. Oh, good morning, Jordan. We're on the same time now. Nice to see you today. Are you off to work today? Are we on the same time as England? In Holland? Netherlands? So I had a dream last night, and I dreamed that I was walking with Maya, little Maya. We were holding hands going down a road in a town, and all of a sudden I heard all this stuff breaking and falling. It was a huge noise, and I looked back and there was this huge blue tidal wave. Oh, we are an hour ahead. So we changed the clocks last night, so we're now 10. And we were 9. Anyway, so I dreamed that there was this tidal wave coming. I looked at it and it was huge and tall and blue. It was like half the height of a high-rise. So big, maybe 5 stories high or something. And I turned and we ran, and I didn't know if we would escape it. And then I don't remember anything else, so I must have woken up. And then there was other things. Good morning, Lily. Do you generally sit out and eat outside when you come out? Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh nice. And you bring your phone along in case there's a call. I was looking at the barge going up, and it was so deep.
Oh yes, I don't know. You mean yesterday?
No, right now. You can't see it now because it's just level with the water.
Oh.
It's so full.
Oh. Yeah, yesterday it was. Well, we missed the end, I think. And then we were doing something else because it was just going in yesterday. Remember? And then those two came and they had to wait.
Right.
And after that, I didn't.
Well, then, very interesting. I had so many dreams last night. I dreamed that I was holding hands with Maya, and Maya's 5 now, and she's so cute. I'll show you pictures of her. She and I were walking, and I heard this great noise behind, and then I looked behind, and there was a tidal wave. It was all blue. It was so big. And I didn't know if we could escape it, and so we turned around and think we turned and ran. We were in the street and we ran in. I must have woken up because I don't remember any more of it.
So I'm always dreaming, you know. But most of my dreams are I'm getting lost, you know.
Oh.
I'm going to a certain place, my house or so something I know, and then everything changes, the streets and the surroundings, and then I'm somewhere else all the time.
Yeah.
And I just lost everything. And but I have beautiful landscapes, and I go on and on and on, and I see lots of beautiful landscapes. So it's not so bad after all.
Yeah. Adventure. Oh, this is an interesting boat here.
But did you sleep well on the bed? Did
Yes.
you sleep on the low bed?
No, I was on the high bed.
Hmm.
Willem is on the low bed. He's still asleep. Look at that. That must be
Yeah, that bed is half of the bed that I had them cut in half.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I had another mattress on it and another, you know, beneath.
Uh-huh.
With all those things this one you can put up and down and everywhere. You
The
know?
one that you're on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's half of the other one.
Oh, I see.
And
Interesting.
so it was so wide, there couldn't be a bed next to it, and then you couldn't walk between. So
Oh, of course. Oh, interesting. Yes, I noticed that it was longer than a half, a twin bed or a single bed is very short. But this is very long, and I thought, oh, maybe because people in Holland are so tall. It's very interesting. Interesting to be here. And then I had another dream. I dreamed that there were people that lived not next door but beyond that, and I'd never met them before, and I went over there and met them, and they were very nice people, and there were lots of them, teenagers and lots of people, and they said they had a bus. They lived in a bus, but and they pulled it behind their car.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked at it, and I could see it out the window, I guess, and I looked at it, and there were furniture in it and everything.
Well, there are people like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And people live in the boats that are on the canal here? Are there houseboats now?
Not in this canal. I don't think there are living boats. No, only boats for pleasure, for sailing. No, they're not living on them. No. But you mean the real houses on the water, like they have in Amsterdam a lot on the canals?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of Thomas' granddaughters is living on there with her family, 3 children. You know, she brought up 3 children on the boat. It was a big one, the 3 bedrooms and. And she had the Airbnb at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
And is it expensive to buy a boat? Is it as expensive as it is to buy a house?
Well, the boat that they have, oh yes, it's the same price as a house, I think. Oh yeah. But the only thing that's I don't like so much is every 3 or 4 years they have to ship it to some place to get fixed, you know, the bottom and everything.
Oh, I see.
And then they have to go back. Yeah.
And does it matter where you live on the canal? Like, are there regulations you have to have a certain spot and pay taxes?
Oh yeah, very strict regulations.
Ah.
Yeah. Maybe you can some of those canals you can have those living boats, but not on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
The widest one, you know, because the rest of them, you know, the canal traffic has to pass, you know, so it must be room enough.
So you couldn't just buy a boat and not a big huge boat, but just a boat. You couldn't just buy it and drive up onto a canal and park it in a parking spot?
No. No, it's too big and too heavy, you know. This is, under, the bottom is just sort of concrete and sort of swimming pool, and on that the boat is built.
Oh, they have a swimming pool in the bottom.
No, not a swimming pool, but
a basement.
Yeah. The bottom is just very heavy. I think it's concrete. I'm not sure. It's very heavy, but it still has to float, of course. But on that, so it's not no basement. On that the boat is built.
Mm-hmm.
And in that boat, there are rooms and perhaps also a basement. I'm not sure of that. I think it's all one floor. Perhaps a little storage underneath. I didn't look at everything, because I was visiting and I was just sitting there and listening to the story. I didn't explore all of it. I'm not sure. What is this your last?
Oh, I thought that was for painting. That was not for painting yesterday? You brought this out for me?
You got what?
I thought it was for painting yesterday. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
But I never drank it or used it, so I'll drink it. Have you seen any parkeeten, Hallsbaum parkeeten in the trees down below yet?
Did you not see? Oh, yeah, but
not yet.
They're there. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, I hope it will still come. It's just too late in the year.
We saw them in the park. In the park, there was many.
Oh, in the park, yeah, there were many. Yeah, and here they are too. And they're sitting in those trees. And there's some people down there that feed them.
That
too.
feed them. I love seeing them. And it's nice that the leaves have not come out on the trees yet, so you can still see the birds if there are any in them. The other day at the park, they were very busy eating all the buds on the willow tree. The long weeping willow.
Oh, yeah.
It was interesting. They had the trunks of the trees came out and they were like stumps. And then from the stump, there would be a dozen or 2 dozen hanging branches.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. I like those trees very, very much.
They're beautiful and so beautiful green right now. Here goes another one. You what?
Are you doing your dancing today here too?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Did you just do it now?
Yes.
I thought I heard you.
Yes, I was talking. Yes, there was a fellow here from Ireland who stopped in on my video and said hi.
In Ireland?
In Ireland.
You have a friend in Ireland?
Yes, I have several. The other night there was a girl, Erin, and she and I she said to come and see her in Ireland, and I said, well, I don't know how to get there because it would be, I don't want to use gas. I don't want to fly, or I don't want to take a boat. So we decided we would swim. And she would meet me. We'd meet in the middle. And if we found a dolphin, we would hold on to the dolphin's fin, and he could pull us and maybe save us from the sharks. Yes.
Well, I phoned Frena this morning, and Frena and Linda are expecting us on Thursday morning. We go to Frena first, mother, and then Linda comes to pick us up to drive us to her house, because I don't know by heart how to find that. I have no tom-tom. So, and then we see the boat where they live. And Linda has, so you get amazed. You see her house full of Japanese art, little figures and beautiful. She's collected them for years. and also on flea markets and everything, and that's so good in finding things. And she's painting. She makes beautiful paintings. All house full of paintings.
Is she Japanese?
No.
She's been to Japan a lot, I
Yes,
guess.
no, once. But she's always very attracted to Japanese and Chinese art. So
Interesting.
she has Chinese things too, but mostly Japanese.
Now, is she in your poetry group?
No, she's the daughter of Frena.
And who is Frena?
Oh well, my oldest friend that from Indonesia.
Oh.
She's living in Voorburg, it's near The Hague.
Okay.
So knows Linda because she was for a couple of months in Canada, and together she was in a house of acquaintances from Holland that emigrated to Canada. Well, it's a long story, and then Frances was there too in the house with her little baby, with Tish, and so they became more or less friends. And then Willem came from Holland, and he came to study. And then Vrena, my friend, said, "Oh, well, Linda is there too, and the same in Calgary. Linda is there too. Hey, you should look her up." And and then he did. And Linda was about 18, I think, or so. She's 19. And she didn't like it there because those people were bad after all. The man was crazy, getting after those girls all the time. And she said a lot of stories about him too. So they both left. Linda went back to Holland, and she was for a short time there. But Linda and my kids, they know each other from when they were very little.
Oh, I see.
Because their mothers were friends.
Yeah. Yes, and so you knew her in Indonesia. You knew her mother.
No, not in Indonesia. But after we met in Holland, and her husband was in the Air Force too. So we met, and immediately we recognized each other, from Indonesia. And everything.
Oh, you had known each other. You had seen each other in Indonesia.
No, never.
Makes it very dry at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's very dry in the house.
Oh yeah, beneath that wood, there's a sort of room for your sort of still study for your
Yes,
things? Yeah.
my studio.
A studio.
Yes. I need to finish the wall. I'm putting wood on the wall, and so now there's all this wood stacked in the way, and I have to finish it, and I just never feel like it. But I must do that, and then I can spend more time in there. It's so pretty in there.
Yeah, you work there. You make your things there.
Yes, mostly when the grandchildren come, we go down there and they make things.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've got the kiln full of all the little things they've made. I need to have about this much more room in it. I need to finish making things and put in before I can fire them. And yes, but it's my pottery studio. Yes, have you ever done pottery?
No, never.
No.
I had a friend a long time ago, and she had some things at home, and I tried to make a vase, and I made it too small, too narrow at the bottom, and then it flew away.
Oh yes. Oh.
That's the only time I've done pottery.
Sometimes I make a bowl, and if you try and work on it too long, it'll go floppy. The whole thing will just fall.
Yeah.
Oh. Here comes another barge. The last one, it was just inches above the water. It was so
sometimes
low.
the water goes over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the front, and you see the tail, and then the middle is all under the water.
And is that when they're going upstream with a load?
Oh, and they're very, very fully loaded, so upstream.
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
And now, is this the same one, the same kind that's coming downstream now?
Yeah.
Is that a barge? That's
Yeah.
just not so heavy?
Yeah, it's yeah, they call it an ark.
Ark.
And a Rhine ark is mostly from the Rhine, you know, from Germany. So lots of them go to Germany. And I mean that way.
I wonder what they're carrying.
Oh, there's all sorts of things. Once I saw one that had all the old rusty things, you know, what do you call them?
Iron ore. Iron ore?
Like you know, your old cars, you dump old cars and then they call it old rust. Things like
I
that.
see. And they put it down inside?
No, it was all well, perhaps also inside, but it was all on the top too.
Oh.
A wonderful time.
You used to have a big chart here of all a map of all the flags. Remember? Years and years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't look at it. I don't know perhaps, when Tom died, lots of stuff, you know, went to his kids.
Oh, right.
And, lots of his stuff.
It's interesting to watch the children down there on the playground. Yesterday, one child had that big round swing. Mm-hmm. One child was laying flat, and the other one was pushing and pushing and pushing. Yeah. And then he stopped it, and then they had to switch places. My turn.
Yeah, oh, yeah, they have fun there. Yeah.
And then on that net, one child was climbing up the net, and then he was doing a somersault, putting his legs over his head and falling down to the ground. And then he went up and he hung by his knees. He put his knees over the top and he hung there. And then he let go and he
Well, they should have a trampoline there. That would be much more fun.
Oh, it would, yes, yes. These glass get dirty, don't they? It's dust, is it?
It's tinted green, a little bit green.
Ah, it's also got little bits of dirt on it. Dirt.
Yeah, of course, it's very dirty because of the
yeah,
of the wind, you know. And on the outside, on the outside. On the outside, on the front, there's a man every 3 weeks or every month. There's a man cleaning the outside of the.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but here they don't. So we have to do it. But mostly the rain does it, you know.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah, the rain does it. And the inside my help, but there's no there's bird poop, and that's not so easy to.
Mm-hmm.
To get rid of.
And how do you clean it? Do you use a squeegee?
Yeah, a stick with something on it. You know. Yeah, it's very awkward.
Do you have one? I could clean it.
No, I have not the right thing, but I can find. I'll show you. Perhaps you can.
I would love to.
The bird shit.
Yes, that would be nice. Then we could see more clearly, yeah. And what day is it going to rain? Is it going to rain?
Yeah, one of these days it's going to rain and even a little bit of snow.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, very, very thin snow, you know, like watery sort of snow.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think we will have a white tapestry outside.
No or yes?
Well, must be tired. He sleeps a long time.
Yes, yes. We had to keep getting up to be on time for the breakfast over there at the Delta Hotel.
Oh,
on Saturday, you had to pick a time.
Oh.
8:30 to 9. You could have 8:30 to 9:30, or 9:30 to 10:30, or maybe 7:30 to 8:30. And so he picked the 8:30. And so he got up at 7 to make sure that he was on time.
Oh, yeah.
And then when it was Sunday, when we were going to come here, he got up very early. Time to go.
Yeah.
But at home, he usually sleeps longer.
Yeah, but it's a jet lag also.
Yes. Yes, he usually sleeps till 10 at home. It's 11 now, isn't it?
Yeah, still here 11. Past 11.
And he usually takes naps in the afternoon, and then he stays up at night till 2.
Oh.
He composes. He likes the silence when it's all quiet and dark.
His compositions, are they being played somewhere, or is he playing them?
He plays a little bit. He plays them on his computer with his headphones on. He's composing a new piece. It's a choral piece.
Choral piece. Oh yeah.
Yes.
For his choral, for his whatever. He's in a choir, eh?
No, yes, but he's composing it for hoping that some people will perform it.
Okay.
And there's Latin in it. He's got the music and the words in there.
Oh yeah. Oh, good.
There was a bit of stuff on my chair this morning from the bird feeder.